Newcastle United won, Barcelona won. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to expect me to come out here and be shameless. There's going to be a lot of Barca fans, Barca content creators and Barca fans who are going to come out and say, great draw, don't be negative. We got what we wanted. We did the job at the away performance first leg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you guys think I'm going to say, then skip the video. Because I'm sorry, this video is not here to massage or be shameless. I am here to give you all the hard-hitting home truths. And the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that was a garbage performance. That was a fake scoreline. We did not deserve to draw this game. We were that bad. It was not good to watch. I saw absolutely nothing in our end for me to say that this team has what it takes to go on to win the Champions League. And this is something I've been calling out since the start of the season. I have not seen the best version of Barcelona at any point this season. Any point in the Champions League. There's not one game I can really remember where I was like, that is the kind of performance I want to see if we are actually serious about trying to win the Champions League. Not one. And you know what's funny? There were 3 other games happening at the same time today as the Barca game. We had Tottenham versus Atletico, and then we had Atalanta versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is considered one of the favorites. Bayern Munich were playing against Atalanta at Bergamo, against a team who are around the same level as a Newcastle. And they put 6 past them in their own home ground. 6 goals. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a title contender. That is a UCL contender right there. Not this fake team. Not this team. And if you are one of the Barca fans that wants to drink the Kool-Aid, please, by all means, drink the Kool-Aid until you're drunk. Fine. But I'm telling you all right now, this should be a wake-up call to every single Barca fan. Despite the fact that we've been given a very, 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 very lucky draw, we should be thanking our lucky stars, right? The way we're performing right now, anybody can beat us. If Newcastle United, who before today, I was watching this Newcastle team. Every Newcastle fan, if you go and watch them, and there's a lot of them, right? Every single one of them were deflated going into this game. And they're going to leave this game pissed off. They're going to leave this game fuming. Because they should have left with all 3 points. They should have left with the win. They deserved the win. They played like the better team. They should have had the win. And they're going to feel hard done by for not getting the result. They are. And they should be. They should be. And look, here's really the real reason why I'm really unhappy with this performance. When you look at the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically our best lineup with all of our players available, basically, apart from players who are out injured. This is the best lineup you could have brought, right? Apart from maybe the 2 fullbacks who we know would have started, probably Koundé, right? Apart from him, every single player that is currently fit, best 11, this is it right here. And somehow, someway, ladies and gentlemen, we created nothing. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Robert Lewandowski today, all 3 of them were garbage. Straight up garbage. Listen, do not let the foot mob rating fool you. I don't rate foot mob's ratings, okay? Don't let this rating fool you. None of these players out here who have greens on their ratings, most of these guys don't get greens from me today. Most of these guys don't get no greens from me today. None. None. The whole attack today, dead. Every single one of them today was dead. I'm genuinely looking at this squad, and I genuinely think that apart from Jean Garcia, who doesn't even have a green on his rating, he's probably the only one that said gets a green. Only one. Absolutely embarrassing performance. And listen, like I said, I don't care if people say, Omar, this was the away game. These guys were probably going out there and playing for the draw. Against Newcastle United. If we are struggling against Newcastle United, ladies and gentlemen, if we are struggling against Newcastle United, you've just seen Atletico Madrid today against Tottenham Hotspur at their home stadium, at the one that put 5 goals past Tottenham Hotspur. You are telling me that getting a draw against this Newcastle team that have been dead all season, you're telling me that you're confident against Atletico Madrid at the Wanda? You think that if we play like this, we're going to go out there and get a result? We just got battered over there a few weeks ago. And once again, there's no difference. The same performance that we played in that game is how we played in this game too. The difference is Newcastle United actually have a bunch of garbage players in their attack. I can see why. I can genuinely see why Newcastle United are where they are in the table, in the league. I can see why they're so bad this season. They have no attackers. Elanga is garbage. Ursula, great young player, maybe one day could become the next big thing. Bad today. Barnes today got the goal. Apart from that, did absolutely nothing. He was in Araujo's pocket the whole game, apart from the goal. Valdemar is not even starting anymore. That's how bad he is. They don't have good attackers. That's why they didn't make us pay. If we played against Atletico Madrid, I don't even want to think about the score. I mean, they probably put 4 past us. You think they wouldn't have put four past us today? You really think they wouldn't have been able to do that? And that's the thing. We have a route. And next week is the second leg of the Camp Nou. And you know what? We'll probably go there and win. But here's the funny thing. If we had lost this game today 1-0, do you think it is out of the realms of possibility that Newcastle couldn't have gone in our stadium and get a draw? This is the problem. Barca fans, you guys need to wake up. We need to wake up. This result should wake you up and make you realize, despite the fact that we've been given a golden opportunity, this team haven't shown us that they can do it in the UCL this year. It's not about being negative. Open your eyes and look at the performances. There has not been one good performance in Europe this season, and today's game was just another one of the garbage performances that we've been seeing this season. Against Newcastle, we still could play Atletico Madrid, and if we play them like this, we're going to get knocked out. Just like we did in the Copa del Rey. And if we manage to beat Atletico Madrid, guess who's waiting in the semi-finals? Arsenal Football Club. And considering today, I think we gave away around 13 corners or something crazy like that. I need to actually check. Hold on a second. Let me actually confirm how many corners we gave away today in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we gave away 9 corners in this game. 9. Ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine we give these corners to Arsenal Football Club? Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen, who are being called Set Piece FC. Set Piece FC, that's the team, right? We give them these corners. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the cricket scores. It's not going to be a pretty sight. And here's the funny thing, guys, right? I know I've just been ranting, and I have not even talked about the game. But here's the thing, chat. What did Barcelona do in this game for me to talk about, really? Like, let's just keep it 100. What did we actually create today? Is there any chance? I'm really trying to brainstorm. I need to brainstorm, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm trying to think. What did we actually do in the first half? Fermin Lopez had a shot straight at the keeper, right? Second half, great ball, Rafinha. That was probably the only thing he did in this game, right? Found Lewandowski. That was the only thing he also did in the game, and he missed it. Lamine Yamal, one chance from an impossible angle. Why would you shoot? Cross it into the box. Try to put it in the box. Try to give us something. But really, that's it. Most of the attacking today came from Newcastle United. Most of the attacking today came from Newcastle. And that's why Newcastle United fans, you could see how devastated and how hurt they were in the end. Because you put everything out there. You put all of that performance. You get the lead. You think it's in the bag. And then just like that, a moment of silliness from Malik Chow costs you everything. It's heartbreaking. But this is football. And listen, Obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I wouldn't take the draw." No, especially in a performance like that where it was a garbage performance. You take the draw when you can get it. And you know what? I'm still grateful that we got the draw. But this is not good enough. And for future reference, we need to see more. And look, I'm going to go straight into the match ratings, right? I'm going to be very honest with you, chat. I'm going to be very honest. This team, I don't really know who's going to... The highest anyone's going to get here is probably 7. 7. And that's going to be the goalkeeper. Jean Garcia is only the only one that's going to get 7. Right? Because he's the only one that actually was doing anything. Kobashi today, where were you today for Barnes' goal? Where were you? Where were you on Araujo? You get a 5. I don't care. 5 for you. Araujo. Araujo, brother. Where were you, brother? Where were you at right back? How is Barnes having the freedom of Newcastle, bro, in the box? You get a 4. I don't care. Right? Gerald Martin, you did nothing today. You get a 3. I don't care. Cancelo, bro. Oh my God, man. How is this brother got a 7 out of 10? 7! What did this brother do? Did this guy even play? Did this dude even play today? Nah, man, you get a 2. And that's me being nice. And the worst thing is, this dude right here, Bernal. He barely did much in the game. Maybe like a 5. And the worst thing is, he went down with an injury. Oh, God. Once again, another injury, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, please, I beg to God that this is not a long-term injury, because if it is, we are screwed. And Pedri, yeah, he was closed down today. He couldn't do much. He tried to put the ball in the box. Guess what? None of the players were running to it. So, I don't know, 6, right? Fermin Lopez in the midfield, brother, you were also bad today. 4, you get a 4. In the attack today, Rafinha, brother, bro, you were garbage. You get a 2. I'm sorry, 2. I don't care, bro. You were garbage. You get a 2. 2. Garbage, right? Lamine Yamal, you got the equalizer. What else did you do in the game? I'm giving you a 4 because you only scored today. You got a 2 as well. That's how bad you were today, right? And in the attack, obviously, Robert Lewandowski, you get a 1, bro. Sorry, man. You were garbage today. And you know what's funny? I would still have you in the next game over Ferran Torres. So it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that is my quick match ratings, guys. And as far as the manager is concerned, manager gets a 1. Because today he took too long to actually make the substitutes. Right? This game was screaming for Rashford. Take off Rafinha. Rafinha was being absolutely dead today. Take him off. But you insist on playing him. For what? What did he offer? What did he do? Nothing. Nah, man. Take him off the pitch. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to be very honest, man. It was not a great performance. And like I mentioned, I will take the draw. But Barca fans, I'm telling you all right now, if you're not going to listen to anything I say in this match reaction, hear this. We're not winning the Champions League this season. I hate to break it to you. It doesn't matter how easy of the draw to the final looks. I'm telling you guys, that performance today should give you guys an inkling. We are not ready. This team doesn't have it in them. They don't have it in them. Against a team like Newcastle, we're struggling. You think that Atletico Madrid can knock us out? You think Arsenal can knock us out? And if we went to the final, we'd probably play a Bayern Munich. And we're going to get crushed then. I'm telling you guys, we're not winning the Champions League. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Tell me how negative I am in the comment section below. If you guys think I'm negative. If you agree with me, let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. All the beautiful stuff. And yeah, man. Peace. Take care.